Hi, I'm Bucks County District Attorney Matt Weintraub. Today I'm on location at the Central Bucks branch of the YMCA of Bucks County, and I have the pleasure of joining Zane Moore, who's the president and CEO of all of the YMCAs in the entirety of Bucks County. Thank you for having me here today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, well, so we're here to talk about a brand new Pathways program, and if I understand this was something that you all decided to promote health and wellness for people in recovery as well as their families.
Yeah, that's correct. We have a lot of Pathways programs, and by definition what a pathway is it's a pathway into membership of the Y. We knock down all barriers to inclusion, so that's our way of saying it's free. We don't want people that can't afford it to use that as an obstacle to being here. So we serve cancer survivors, we serve veterans, we serve teenagers, we serve seniors, we serve people going through diabetes prevention. So when we were approached, oh gosh, it was sometime in early 2019 by someone that said, I believe it was one of the county commissioners, that asked if we could do anything about the opioid pandemic, or the opioid epidemic. I said, it's not in our wheelhouse, was my first reaction. I don't think we can do it. It's not something that we specialize in.
I'm surprised. You're a can-do guy usually.
I am, and it just didn't hit me at first. But then I started thinking about our cancer survivors and our veterans, and I thought, you know, some of these vets are coming back with PTSD. Our cancer survivors are recovering from their disease. We have seniors who are shut-ins, who are looking for inclusion. We have teenagers who are struggling with something. So the more I thought about it, and I got with my team and we started saying, you know, all these people are looking for the same exact thing. They're looking to reclaim their health in a supportive environment and be part of a supportive community, whether it's PTSD or disease recovery. So when we framed it up like that, and you think about someone going through opioid addiction recovery, it's the same thing, right? They're looking to reclaim their health in a supportive environment, in a great community. And it just hit us, punched us right in the face. We said, that's exactly what we do. What we're doing for all these populations is no different. And why can't we serve these people the same exact way? So we launched a program called Back to You, which is really refinding your health in this great environment.
It may not look like it, but I do believe a healthy body is the pathway to a healthy mind and spirit.
Agreed.
And I'm so impressed. Before we started this discussion, you took me for a tour of the Central Bucks location, but I understand you have 5 locations all across the county?
We do. We have branches in Fairless Hills, which is also being rebuilt right now completely, Newtown, Warminster, Doylestown, and Quakertown. And then we also have 6 youth education centers, preschools, and we run about 10 campsites. We're serving over 60,000 people across the county.
That's incredible. And it's been a tough year for everybody, of course, but you've certainly used the time to improve the facilities to help as many people be healthy and well as possible. What are some of the selling points to this Back to You program, or all of your Pathways programs?
And you could lump them all into one, but really the selling point is we're going to offer you a free 12-week membership. We're going to offer you personal training, nutrition counseling, mind-body counseling. So our goal is to really get you back to the health of being you, to remove you from your addiction or your demons or your disease and allow you to recover to being you. We will surround you in just great supportive environment. What I've seen from our Pathway participants, whether it's Back to You or cancer or vets, is once they're here, the hardest part's getting them here. They're resistant. I don't want to be here, or this isn't for me. Once they let that guard down, they don't leave. This becomes their home. I've had veterans come up to me and say, Zane, this is my safe place.
Safe place.
I had one of the members of the original Back to You program say the same exact thing. If it wasn't for this program, I wouldn't be here today. This is what allows me to feel like myself again.
Now you've mentioned a magic word that I'm sure people are interested in hearing more about. You said something about it being free. I actually was reading some of the literature that it's free to join the Back to You program, and then is there, if you complete the program, is there an additional incentive to get you to stay?
There is. Once you complete it, there's an incentive to get you to stay. Now, when I say free, I mean free because it's donor supported. We have very generous donors throughout the county who make these programs free. So Back to You alone has raised about $50,000.
Wow,
now,
so generous.
the pandemic hit in the beginning of 2020, and this was new, so we're still going through all of that. But we raised last year alone about $3.5 million to support programs throughout the county. So it's just been, really everything's thanks to the donors that make this all possible.
That's incredible, and I'm sure if people want to get more information about this, there are a lot of easy ways to get in touch with the YMCA. How can they do that?
Everything is right on our website, so feel free to go on the website, find our email us. We're trying to advertise everything on social media. We know a lot of people are afraid to come into the Y right now. We get it, which is why we've taken the opportunity to accelerate all of our construction. But we've launched one of the most advanced virtual platforms in the nation. And I say that because we have 43 other YMCAs that have joined our platform across the country. So you can participate in any of the classes online from your living room and feel comfortable with it. We're launching the pathways online so people can at least feel connected to the YMCA and they don't have to come in if they don't feel comfortable. Now, if you do want to come in, I can tell you we're safe. We've got the mask protocols, we're following all the state mandates. We've upgraded all of our HVAC systems to have UV filtration systems to stay safe. We put up plexiglass. So we're really comfortable with the facilities, but we also understand that if people want to stay home, we'll meet them right there too.
Loaded with options, that's great.
That's exactly right.
What are some of the goals of this program that you were just telling us about?
The goal is really to let people know that we're here for them. We find that a lot of people going through any type of recovery, sometimes being in a recovery environment or a hospital doesn't feel as welcoming or doesn't feel as much like recovery as the Y. The Y feels like community. It feels like
it is community.
Yeah, it feels like a place where you can blend in. We're not going to call people out and say, oh, that's one of our veterans or one of our cancer survivors or one of our recovery people. No, we blend in very well here. We have your back here. And it's a place to feel comfortable. So the main goal with all of it is just to bring people back to them. It sounds hokey, but it's back to you.
Yeah.
That's the name of the program, but that's really the goal of all of this.
I can vouch, Zane. I myself have played in an over 50 basketball league.
Yeah, I did twice, and then that was
some pretty bad basketball, but I felt comfortable. I definitely blended in to some extent. I always like to give my guests the last word because I tend to forget things. Is there any last words you'd like to say to our viewers?
I really just want to say to the community, thank you for their support. The biggest thing that we found last year in 2020 during the pandemic was that the community rallied around us. And that was the biggest feeling of support. I think that Bucks County is recognizing that we're more than a swim and gym in each of our locations. I think they're recognizing us as that we offer financial assistance. We're not going to turn anyone away for their ability to pay. We offer these specialized programs for individuals that need us, like Back to You, like veterans, like our Thrive Cancer Wellness Program. So it felt good to have the community, I think, see us that way because they came out in droves to support us. We raised more money than we ever did to support our cause. So I think my last word is just thank you to the community. The more that we can keep stepping up, and if there's issues that we can address through our expertise, we'll continue to grow and keep doing them. So keep looking at us as a solution.
I think this has just been wonderful. It's been Matt Weintraub, Bucks County DA. I've been joined by Zane Moore, the president and CEO of the YMCA all across Bucks County. This is really a welcoming place. As we always say, we want you to be safe, but in this instance, we want you to also feel well.